Hello, Steve. Hello, Joe. It's time to game classy.
Finally got you in.
That was fucking weird, man. That link still hasn't shown up on my end. I took your screenshot and I typed it in manually.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if it's just because of like fucking Facebook Messenger just being Facebook Messenger.
Zuck!
He's always trying to get you. You can't out zuck him. You can't.
It's true. He's got too much of the zuck.
He has zucked you to the last. You know what? You finished and he's already sucked. He's still sucking.
That's true.
Yeah. And you can't stop. You're just making that face the entire time.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Game Classy. We're recording on a Monday night, so it's a little bit later. Not that anybody really notices. They'll probably drop it and they'll be like, why is it? Wait, we were supposed to get an episode this weekend? What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're recording a little bit late. I was on vacation. I was at the wonderful Starved Rock in downstate Illinois. Not downstate Illinois. It was just about an hour south of here. But we decided to go on a nice long hike yesterday, and I completely blew out my calves.
Oh no.
I know. I woke up this morning. I was like, I can't walk. Oh God, the pain of it all. But it was actually really nice. They have a really wonderful lodge there that you can, that's a hotel. It was built during the Depression, so it's like one of those like civil works projects. It's really nice, cheap to stay at too. It's like $200 for a night.
I mean,
but they do have like this
definitely cheap.
Yeah, they do have this like really huge common room down there right by the restaurant with big round tables in a big like stone fireplace, and it's all wood with animal heads up on the walls. And I keep on thinking to myself, man, I want to throw like a D&D game here one night. I really, really do.
It's like at the lodge.
I know.
You refer to it as the lodge.
It is. It is the lodge. It's called the lodge.
Holy shit! I didn't even realize it. I thought you were just saying that.
No, it is. It's called the lodge at the Starved Rock Lodge. Yeah,
unbelievable.
It's kind of like, man, just think about it. We could get some people in on Friday night. Have like a little bit of a drinks, get together. Everyone gets to sleep, wake up the next morning. We start D&Ding at 9 a.m.
Have a full grand campaign in just one or two nights.
Yeah, just a 1 day campaign. We do it all day long. We go from like 9 to 9, and then we have a party, and then that's it. And we all go home on Sunday morning.
I mean, that sounds pretty dope.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It sounds like a fun time. The only problem would be getting it so that you could arrange to have the room, and they'd probably be like, well, we want to have a certain number of people. And I'm like, I just want to have like 6 people and a table reserved all day long.
Oh,
in this little room. That's it. That's all I want. I don't need anything else.
Why are they always pooing on our theoretical parades?
I always poo-poo on my own parades.
I see.
So it's like I have to do the counter argument to the argument so that I can talk myself out of doing it.
I was just blaming the man.
Oh, well, you can blame the man. You should blame the man. Damn the man.
See, as I said, I was blaming the man. The man is always keeping you down.
Yeah, it's always closing the Strait of Hormuz.
That's right. The hormones.
Yeah. Oh, you can't get your Strait of Hormones anymore.
Hey-yo.
Hey-yo. All right. Should we talk about the news that just dropped today?
Perhaps. I don't. Maybe I'm not even abreast of the situation.
Mayhaps. So for anybody who's unaware, the Old World Army starter set is going to be dropping soon. I think I said on the last, maybe I didn't say it on the last cast. Maybe I just talked about it to you. Is that it's probably going to be the Christmas release from Games Workshop. So it's supposed to be a 2-player starter set. It's supposed to be Cathay versus the Warriors of Chaos. And apparently this weekend, they're going to be previewing all of the new Chaos stuff that's going to be in the box.
It would make sense because they have the summer preview that's coming up.
The big summer preview.
Right. But they already shot their wad with 40K. So obviously it can't be 40K. Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense. All
40
signs
Slay Queen, 40 Slay.
All signs are pointing towards Warhammer Fantasy, the old world.
Yeah, they're doing their summer. We got a bunch of shit that we're going to drop release. So it's like, it's going to be a bunch of like little stuff. There's not going to be anything. There's not going to be any big releases. The big release is going to be the old world box. If they drop that news, For sure, they are going to show the new plastic Chaos Dragon for the old world that's going to be coming out. It's going to be
Oh shit!
a 2-part kit.
Chaos Dragon? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's going to be a 2-part kit with a Chaos Lord on Dragon and Galrock.
Ooh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So you're finally going to get a plastic Galrock and not having to deal with that resin piece of crap anymore.
Well, it was metal at one point,
Oh,
but it was
metal piece of crap. Yeah.
it was still a metal piece of crap as well. So if they ever did a resin one, I'm sure it was also a resin piece of crap.
Yes, because that model was one of the worst models Games Workshop has ever produced, either to build and to paint and to field on the battlefield.
Pretty bad. Yeah, it's rare that they drop an all rounder like that. You know, usually it's like, oh, these are dope in the game, but their models suck, or
the model's amazing, but they're bad in the game.
Yeah, but they're bad, this thing would have cool rules if it doesn't have a model. I guess you can get this Forge World thing that kind of counts as it, but it's way too expensive and it breaks really easily because it's Forge World.
Well, actually, they did remember they did release the Chaos Forge World Dragon with 2 heads at one point.
Yeah, they did. It was it was very.
It was
expensive.
gigantic though. It was like a $500 piece.
Yeah, because it was fucking huge.
Yeah, but this model was terrible because you couldn't tell what parts were what when you were painting it because it's a Chaos Dragon. So you're like, does this part go into the? What is this? Is this muscle? Is this bone? What's going on? It's just like
a fleshy, but it's a bunch of fleshy goo. There's no distinct anything really.
It's like the substance.
The substance. Yeah, no,
substance.
It's like you're putting together a gigantic Screamer of Tzeentch.
Yes.
Or not Screamer. Screamers are the ones that look like manta rays. Flamer of Tzeentch.
Yeah.
Where they're just kind of like a weird shape with like a tube.
But in order to even get to that stage, you have to put it together first. And in order to put it together, you had to make sure that it was pinned to high holy hell, because the only thing keeping it on the base was a 1 foot that was like all the way in the back. So the entire front of the model was leaning on that entire back, was relying on the back foot glue.
Well, that and a prayer.
And not only that, but the wings were metal on it too.
They sure were.
So, and pinning metal wings is like the worst thing in the world.
Oh man, that model sucked ass.
Yes, it was terrible. All right, and it didn't even look good. That was the other problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, the concept that's something that is better as a piece of art rather than a model.
Yeah,
because like a cool like phantasmagorical dragon that has its like flesh all twisted up and like gooey and whatnot, that's like pretty cool from like a still piece visual standpoint, but like trying to convey that on a mini, I don't know, it doesn't really work out.
Yeah. But you know what, this is all to distract away from the fact that the UK has their 7th prime minister in 10 years. I just wanted to point that
out. I don't know what that really means.
No, yeah, and within 10 years they have had 7 prime ministers. That's like the equivalent of us having 7 presidents in 10 years.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Well, it's this thing. I mean, I don't know how long a prime minister is supposed to go, you know?
Well, I mean, Margaret Thatcher was forever and a day.
But wasn't she an evil lich and like wasn't dethroned until a brave group of heroes destroyed her phylactery?
I don't think she was the lich. I think she was more of like some sort of like bugbear slave lord.
Oh, okay.
You know, well, something like that.
Either way, I mean, she was only defeated when the adventurers overthrew her evil reign. So, like,
yes,
I mean, I understand. Like, these other guys seem to be a little less.
Were those adventurers the Sex Pistols?
Yes.
As long as
have the Rolling Stones killed, but sir, those aren't the two.
You heard me. Now, who's it? Johnny Rotten's like all hardcore Brexit.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Yeah. You always got to die young, then you get old enough to become the villain.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's just like Two-Face.
Yeah, it's very, very true. But yeah, this is all of this old world stuff is to distract away from them getting a new prime minister. I think the new prime minister's name is Andy too. Do you really want a prime minister's named Andy?
But what's his 40K army?
I bet you he's a Space Marine player.
Yeah, you think he's a Space Marine player?
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's anything more adventurous than that.
Yeah, probably. Well, okay, so you're thinking like Ultramarines?
Yeah, he's just a standard Ultramarines. I too enjoy playing the Ultramarines.
I see.
Yeah, you want an orc player as your prime minister.
It will be a cracking game. I've got my Ultramarines.
I'm quite chuffed by the way I painted my Ultramarines.
The yellow's looking great.
That man's never played an Ultramarine in his life. Yeah, yeah, Donald Trump. Which I don't know. What do you think army Trump would play?
That's a good question. I think
Trump would, what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think he would. I think he would ask someone what the best army is. They would give him the best army, and he would just pilot it to an 0-4 finish, no matter what.
0-4 finish, no matter what.
I think that's how it would work. They would just give him the best army, and he would just fucking beef it.
He rolls in with a 3rd edition Black Templars army. And he's just so it's like they're like, sir, we're not playing with that edition anymore. Wrong. We're gonna play with this edition. It's the best edition. It's the greatest edition that's ever been.
Only the smartest people want to play this edition.
Only the smartest people ever want to play 3rd edition.
I was just thinking. I was thinking
like,
more.
Damn it, he got me. He's right.
I was just thinking more along the lines if he shows up to the 3rd ed tournament with the Black Templar Rhino Rush army, but just doesn't know how to play it, so he loses.
Yes, well, that's true too. He would just have someone play it for him.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that.
Yeah. He shows up with the all demon army from Storm of Chaos. It's like, this is even the right system.
They're on square bases.
They're all on square bases.
These are glued to the regiment tray.
Are you sure you're not playing Kings of War? No. But yes, that's so the big new that's going to be the big drop, at least that we're going to be interested in, is for the old world. But it looks like they have a ton of stuff for almost all the systems.
That's good. I mean, that's what we want to see, right? We want to see many games, many things, fun happenings.
I mean, what's interesting, they also have on there Necromunda, so we'll get some Necromunda stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't we always get Necromunda stuff?
We always do, but I always look forward to the Necromunda stuff because I'm always like, oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's one of those like, man, it looks so good. I'm never gonna play this game.
Yeah. So my feeling is that Warhammer. Here's my predictions for this weekend. Right.
All right.
Warhammer 40K, Space Marine Codex preview. That's what you're gonna see. Maybe 1 or 2 new medals. Maybe a Primaris Lieutenant.
Maybe a Primaris Lieutenant.
If they're feeling saucy, we might also get the Orc Codex as well.
Oh,
yeah. Age of Sigmar. I bet you it's going to be the new Codex for probably Fire Slayers.
I think they're due for a new edition, aren't they? Yeah,
I think the Fire Slayers are currently coming up. So I'm assuming I'm just going to say that's the Codex for Fire Slayers. You're probably going to see a new model, maybe a new Battle Force, right? Horus Heresy. Now, this is an interesting one because a lot of the stuff that's been previewed already. But I think that they got to have the plastic, what's it called? New plastic bikes. I think those might get dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people love bikes. So
people love bikes. They're always terrible, but people love them.
They really do. There's always like that one corner case edition where like bikes are good for a hot minute. It's true, and it's like when they did the thing where when they would get invul saves from like super speeding, bikes were good for a second there, and then they took that away and bikes immediately sucked again. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I just always think of bikes. There's always the person who's like, I'm gonna do my White Scars army, right? There's like at least like I would say 25% of all 40K players at some point say like, I'm gonna do a White Scars army. Right, and then there's like a 5% who are always like, I'm gonna do a Dark Angels Ravenwing army. That's the 5%.
Hey,
but at least they usually will get it done because you just got to paint it black. It's the White Scars army person that's always like, I'm gonna do a White Scars army, and they paint one white bike, and they're like, never again.
I did a White Scars army, but I did not do bikes. I did tack Marines and Rhinos.
Well, that's ridiculous as well. But
so
you do the Paul Sawyer White Scars army that looks beautiful.
Yes, mine was definitely not as good as Paul Sawyer's really, really gorgeous looking White Scars army.
I am so jealous of that guy that got to buy that army.
Yeah, absolutely. That army's pretty fucking dope, man. What a piece of history.
I already said for the old world what it's going to be is you're probably going to get you're definitely going to see the Chaos stuff previewed, the new Chaos Plastic Warriors, new Plastic Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And you might see on the new Plastic Dragon, you might get the Plastic Mammoth.
Yeah.
Supposedly there is a Plastic War Mammoth that is completed. Whether or not it is going to be previewed now or sometime next year, I don't know.
Holy moly!
Kill Team, we'll probably just get another 2-player box set. Nothing fancy there. I don't know what it will be. Necromunda will probably get like 1 or 2 hired gun figures that just look absolutely ridiculously good.
And the triumphant return of Warmaster. Finally, this is the year.
No. We got Blood Bowl.
Oh yeah, Blood Bowl.
Oh yeah, Blood Bowl. You're gonna get.
Admittedly, I have been tempted by that Bretonnian Tomb King's Blood Bowl box.
Yeah, you'll probably get a new team just previewed, and then Legions Imperialis. Rumor is that it is the Custodes you're gonna get. They're gonna do the preview of the Custodes.
I believe it's pronounced custodes.
Custards.
Yes, custards.
The custards. The Imperial custards. Custard.
Delicious. I love a good custard.
Who doesn't love a good custard?
I don't know. Somebody.
I know what I don't like. I don't like a bad custard. You give me like a bad custard, it turns me off a custard for a while, and then all of a sudden you get a good custard, and you're like, oh, I love custard.
Yeah, it's true.
I like a nice Boston cream with the custard inside.
I've never had a bad custard, so I couldn't tell you what would happen if I had one.
Well, you're not discriminating enough against the custards. That's the thing. It's like
or maybe I've only ever just had top shelf custard. I don't know.
I highly doubt you've only had top shelf custard.
I mean, I don't know. I can't say for sure. I can only talk about the times I've had custard that I've enjoyed.
I am putting my foot down and saying that you're just not very discriminate against your custard. You just like all custards. You're very custard inclusive.
Maybe it could be that. It could be. I can't say for sure. You know, I'd have to go back and think about all the custards I've eaten, which would be quite a Herculean task, because I can tell you I've eaten quite a few custards.
I'm going to go by the fact of the sheer amount of custard you've eaten to say that not all of them were top tier custard.
They're delicious custards, though.
That's what I'm saying. You're just not discriminatory against the custard. All right. So moving on from all of this Games Workshop nonsense, because we want to talk 40K 11th edition got released. Yay!
Yeah, it seems to be the usual edition swap. You know, the usual suspects are like, oh my god, this is the end of everything, as if there haven't been 8 billion edition swaps.
You know what though? I think you really don't get your veteran wings in this hobby until you've gone through 2 edition swaps.
Yeah, you think so?
Because the first edition swap is the one where you're like, oh, well, it's a new edition, so I'm just going to follow what I did in the old edition. And so you buy all the books, and then you get all started up, and you're doing it again, and then it hits again, and you're like, what, again? Yeah. Oh, I'm done with this nonsense. And that's like, you've truly become a veteran in this hobby at this point.
You've done it.
You've done it.
See, that's why I like the Arcane Journal format a lot for the old world, because they're majority fluff.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you want to. I'm very cautious about what they're doing with this box set. Is it going to be a new edition?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to someone recently about.
I guess we'll find out
about Horus Heresy, about how much like everyone, and like I personally hate the fact that they changed the rules so much to this 3rd edition.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, a lot of people like the 3rd edition, but I don't like that they changed the rules that much. I didn't think the game was bad enough that they needed to do that sort of change. And one person,
like a big overhaul. Was it if it ain't broke, don't fix it? But they tried to fix it.
Yeah. But one of the things that the person told me was the fact that they changed the rules because the old rule system, 2nd edition, was based off like some people who no longer work for the company.
Okay.
Had did those rules, and they wanted to get away from what that person had done.
I see.
They wanted to get away from this is just 6th edition 40K.
Got it. Okay.
And move it to this is a different game altogether.
Okay. So that's the future editions are going to be more like this one than they were before, is what I'm hearing.
So maybe the old world won't suffer that much of a change because they don't have to do that, since the rules were kind of designed with this game in mind.
The old world was made for old world.
Yeah, well, hypothetically, because the old world was originally designed as just like a studio, like this, like, oh, we're this little corner little game, but it's taken off so much that they want to, they don't want to have it become like, oh, it's this new thing, so now we got to change all the rules because we want to make it more unique and blah blah blah. And it's like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that.
Yeah, don't. Just leave it at don't break it, man. You're almost there already. You're almost there already.
It's just that meme of don't just
No, free. I just want to tell them, like you're almost there already. Just leave it. Just tweak it a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So one person I do follow has said that the new starter set is going to come with basically the updated rule book with all the changes that were from the FAQs.
Okay.
So there will be a new rule book coming out. It will contain all the stuff from the FAQs.
Interesting.
Unknown if that's the truth or not, if that's just wishful thinking.
Yeah. Also, if that does happen, I wonder what they're going to call that rule book.
1.5.
Yeah. I mean, if they officially do a 1.5, that'd be interesting.
I mean, 1.5, or they could call it second edition. That would be fine too. It's just, it would be one of those things that I would like it if they did. Oh, this is, second edition, but they said like everything is still legal,
Mhm.
and they just release arcane journals that would catch up with the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it makes
That's
total
what I would
sense. I mean,
love.
that would be the ideal. Like that, I think that's what everyone wants. I think everyone just wants the game to be kind of like pretty much just updated via the arcane journals. And if there's like a enough of an overhaul that they need a new core book, do the core book.
Yeah, that's the thing that like everyone's kind of like crossing their fingers for. But who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
The other thing too is that, I mean, like if Games Workshop is listening, as I know they listen to all of our podcasts, it would just create a gradient sell through where like people would just automatically like graduate towards the newer content, and you wouldn't even need to have the like pain of the edition swap because they would be swapping editions without even knowing it. Dun dun dun.
You're just talking out your ass now. That's not going to happen. Games Workshop knows that if they switch editions, everyone's just going to buy everything.
Yes, but they can get everyone to buy everything without losing any sort of without any audience retention loss if they just make it a gradient.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed. Well, you probably don't go to Half Price Books as much as I do.
I don't go anywhere.
I've noticed they've stopped taking in 40K books.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
they probably figured out that people don't actually care about the old 40K books.
Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, no, they care about them, but I mean, if you can't sell them for $20 when it's an old edition, no one's gonna buy an out of print like 10th edition book for $20.
Oh yeah, it's got to be like bargain basement price.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you have to have bargain basement price, and then people will buy it for the bargain basement price.
Yes.
After 10, 15 years, they might go back and be like, okay, maybe I want to get this. Like the people who are into the vintage way, but not as much. But I did notice that when I was at the store the other day. I'm like, there's not as many 40K books as there used to be.
They finally figured out that 40K books are not RPG books.
Yes. But, c'est la vie.
Ceslavis.
So I posed you a question and about 40K fighting game.
Yes.
Because I realized that the one kind of video game genre they have never tackled is a fighting game.
No, they haven't.
For 40K.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get your idea of what you think that should look like. Because you're a fighting game guy.
I do love me some fighting games.
Speaking of, it's Pat's birthday today. Happy birthday, Pat.
Happy birthday, Pat. May the continue never show you the 00.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
That means that he's always continuing.
Ah, okay.
The 00 means you're out of time to continue, so your game's over.
Oh, game over.
Game over, man.
You died. Game over.
Yeah, you and your friends are dead.
What's the kill screen on Dragon Slayer look like? Remember when he turns into like a skeleton? Does it say like you died?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I think there's one. There's probably one where it just says you died. I'm sure. A lot of them are he cartoonishly falls apart into a skeleton in a very humorous way.
In a very humorous way.
Yes.
Dirk the Daring.
Dirk the Daring. That's correct.
All right. So the video, I want to know what your idea would look like for a fighting game.
So I personally, I mean, as I said, I've thought about this a bunch, probably more than is healthy for a normal person to think about a Warhammer fighting game.
I mean, we both unhealthily think about this stuff.
Yeah, true. So I thought from two perspectives. So I thought from my perspective and maybe like an audience perspective, but I think I would probably go for Flash, something real big. So I would go for the Marvel Tokon route, which is I don't know if you've seen it, but the guys who made Guilty Gear are doing basically Marvel vs. Capcom, but no Capcom.
Ooh.
So yeah, it was like a huge deal when it got announced, and people were like losing their minds and like stylized why it's super crazy because they basically Marvel was like, okay, ArcSys, you can make our characters look how you want. So it's the Arc Systems fighting system, like the guys who make Guilty Gear. It's their takes on the Marvel characters.
So it's basically the Marvel versus Capcom way of doing a fighting game.
Yes, yeah, and I would do that for 40K easily.
So you get to pick like what, 3 characters?
I'd probably do 2v2 because 2v2 is a bit more popular than 3v3. You can always, but I mean, with the way games are now, you could literally do it as both. You could do 2v2 and a 3v3 if you wanted, and just let them pick how they want to, like how the tournaments want to run it. But I would really go for the stylized ArcSys look, so like the anime kind of like Guilty Gear style, but with 40K. And of course, I would absolutely have Team Age of Sigmar as well, which would just be 3 Age of Sigmar characters in there.
3 Stormcast just randomly in there.
I probably wouldn't do 3 Stormcast. I would probably do a Stormcast, a Cities of Sigmar guy, and then like I don't know, maybe like
what you do is you do a Sigmarine, you do a Fire Slayer, and you do a Witch Elf.
Witch Elf, yeah.
Because you got to have the Witch Elf.
Yeah, you got to have the Witch Elf. No,
well,
100%.
Not necessarily, because I was thinking if you do a fighting game. And we do go the Marvel versus Capcom route. That's like how many characters are in that game? There's hundreds.
There's a ton. The other thing I was thinking too, but here's the thing: before we get too deep in the Marvel Capcom style, I was thinking maybe it would be better to do in the Mortal Kombat style, where it's a bit slower, 1v1, 3D, and it has lots and lots of extra gory finishers and shit.
That's kind of the other route I was thinking.
Yeah, so I mean that's also super viable. So I think either one could lead to a very successful game.
It's funny that because I know you're more into like the modern fighting games, but for me personally, I'm like looking at it and I'm thinking in my head, like when I'm thinking of fighting games, I'm thinking of like fighting games that peaked in 1998. So I'm like thinking like Tekken.
I mean Tekken is still around. It's still pretty big.
Yes, but I'm thinking 1998 like blocky Tekken.
Oh yeah. With the kind of like Lego men.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely. No, that's like in my head. I'm like Tekken.
Yeah, no. So the thing, I do not think it would do well as a 3D fighter style. Like I think Tekken is kind of like the only. I mean, realistically, Tekken's the only 3D fighter that survived. Like there's no other 3D fighter that's still around getting games at any sort of frequency. Even Soul Calibur made by the same company that makes Tekken. Like the newest Soul Calibur is I think a decade old at this point, so if not older. So that's it's not exactly a thriving subgenre of fighting games. So I would not make it 3D.
No, not even that Jamaican guy.
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo?
No, not even
Eddie Gordo. Still big?
Eddie Gordo is not still big.
Yeah,
so that's what I think. Probably, honestly, it would probably be. So if I wanted to make it a successful and long-lasting fighting game, I would go with the Marvel vs. Capcom route. Okay, if I wanted to make a commercially successful, get eyes on the genre, get a whole bunch of people talking about my game, and sell a bajillion copies, not necessarily caring about its longevity in the fighting game, like field, I would make it the Mortal Kombat style.
Okay, that makes sense. I was. So like in my head, the plot of it, I was thinking more of the Marvel versus Capcom style, because I think that lends itself well to 40K. This idea of like hundreds of characters on there, you get to pick multiple characters. I was thinking 3 in my head.
Mm-hmm. I mean, three totally works. It's totally viable to do that.
That was the system that I kind of grew up on.
Yeah, MVC2. Yeah, 3's fine.
Yeah, so you'd have like and half the characters, of course, would be Space Marines from different chapters and shit like that.
Sure.
Like you'd of course get Gulamon, you'd get Titus, you'd get what's his face? Who's the guy with the big hands?
Oh,
Calgar.
Marni's cool guy.
Calgar, cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah. You
have them in there.
You got to get the Chaos dude from Dawn of War, the guy who screams metal boxes. You've got to get that guy.
Yeah, and of course you'd have like a Dreadnought character, and you'd probably get some space wolves in there, maybe like 1 or 2 space wolves.
Tau battlesuit.
You'd have a Tau battlesuit. You'd definitely have a Kroot. I mean, that would actually be a fun way of doing it, though, is that when you pick your character, you have to pick like allies, people who would ally with those characters. So if like you took a Tau battlesuit, you could only take very specific characters that could go with the Tau battle suit.
Yeah, that would not fly for a fighting game.
I
can tell
know
you that.
people don't like that.
People would not like that at all.
But
You'd soon just start seeing tournaments where they're playing the cracked version where you can use whatever characters you want.
The correct version. It's true. Fighting game characters are like, I don't care about plot. I need combos.
They want the combos.
I need a combo.
So there's some lore heads out there, but yeah, trust me, most people are just like, I want the combo.
And I think, and here's a controversial pick for the big bad at the end, is Drubio Vect.
Oh, is it because you could have his stage with the sexy ladies on his barge?
Yes, I'm thinking like the whole plot is that everyone gets put into a fighting tournament on Kimura, and he's the guy who's running it. So he's sitting there and he's like, "Welcome to my tournament."
Oh, that sounds cool. How
Yeah.
how did he get powerful enough to like entrap like Primarchs and stuff?
I don't know, 40k warp magic.
Oh, okay.
He makes a deal with some 40k, some chaos sorcerer.
Oh,
He's like,
he makes a deal with a fifth mysterious chaos god that has some sort of
lol.
rodent affinities. No,
Ooh. That'd be fun.
yeah, and that's the secret fifth chaos god, and that he makes a pact with him, and that's how he's able to get the power to get this tournament running.
No, he goes up. It's like the opening screen thing is like, is Drubio Vect walking there with his face all peeled back, looking like he's from Star Trek Insurrection, going up to like a chaos sorcerer, and he's like, "Are you sure this will work?" He's like, I am 90% sure that the winds of magic will work. I'm not paying you for 90%. And then all of a sudden, like, he opens a warp storm and all these characters come flying in,
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chip it.
He pulls in a what is it? The Red Terror and Old One Eye from for the Tyranids.
Yes. Oh yeah, and he pulls in while they're fighting Gazgul and Yarrick. Yeah.
Oh,
like the two of them are actually in the middle of a fight, and guess that they're absolutely a team. Gazgul and Yarrick are on a team.
that would be pretty funny.
They are absolutely on a team.
I would love to have like Yarrick comes in, but his like characters are like, he picks the Cadians, and it's like you don't pick a certain one Cadian, you pick the Cadians, and like the entire screen just fills up with Cadians.
Just Cadians.
Yes, just Cadians.
No, you'd have to do like Sly Marbo and
you'd have to have Sly Marbo. That would be fantastic.
Gaunt's Ghosts.
We have picked the best fighters from across the 41st millennium.
Yeah, actually, you could do Gaunt's Ghosts as a single character, because one of the things they did for Dragon Ball is they did the Ginyu Force as a single character.
Okay.
So you control Captain Ginyu, and then you call in the other Ginyu Force members with your special attacks.
See, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is like that's what it would be.
So that's what you do for Gaunt's Ghosts.
Yeah. So that would be like your guard regiment right there. You'd pull in, Ibram Gaunt, and then each like combo brings in a different person. Like,
yes,
the sniper guy or the melee guy comes in.
Yeah, it's perfect. And then the level 3 super has a super where they all team up to do one cool attack.
There you go. And no, that's what happens for most of the guard forces, with the exception of Sly Marbo, who's just a one-man fighting force.
He's by himself.
Yeah,
it's me, Sly Marbo.
Sly Marbo.
Yeah, I'm ready to take out the Tyranids all by myself. I'm the only human they ever feared. Sly Marbo.
I came back from Armageddon. I can't even park a fucking car. He drew first blood.
I was gonna throw his pizza in the blender. Oh no, that's Schwarzenegger. That's from End of Days. With it, there is a really bizarre pizza eating scene from Cobra though.
Oh, I haven't seen Cobra in years. Oh, you know what? I have seen that. I have seen the Cobra pizza eating scene just recently.
He stances up in front of the TV and he's like eating his pizza with like a knife and fork. It's really fucking weird.
It's really weird. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's a really weird scene.
Yeah,
one of the strangest, I'd say.
Yeah, but I mean, of course you'd also have the Eldar there. You'd have different aspects.
Farseer Ulfwan. Yeah. Oh, and you gotta have Maugan Ra with the Mauganator.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing is like you could have a half dozen characters from these. Like you could have a what's it called, a Eldar Dreadnought just kind of walk in,
Mm-hmm. And
when or the Avatar of Cain just fucking shows up.
It's really important when you select Maugan Ra. It has to go Maugan Ra with the Mauganator. It has to say with the Mauganator.
With the Mauganator.
That's right.
You could get you'll get a what's his face, Caiaphas Cain Caiaphas Kane comes in,
Yes.
and it's just you press your combo, and it's just basically like Yogan, if you please, and then he just pops out with a melta, just hammers the guy.
Yes.
See, that's what we need, because they need to have those catchphrases in there too.
Yeah, absolutely. It needs the zings.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Secret characters. Obviously they could be legal in tournaments, but secret characters, the 3 characters from Age of Sigmar, and then Gotrek and Felix.
Go Trek. Oh yeah. And
Yes.
a Warhound Titan.
It's
No,
just
you'd
a,
have to-
it's
you'd
just a
have to-
foot.
Yeah. It's just it'd be like when you fight the Sentinel in Marvel vs. Capcom. You know. Yeah, that's what we need more than anything. It's just the Warhound Titan shows up with the big plasma blast.
Yes. No, it's
But
good.
yeah, I think that would work. And I'm very surprised Games Workshop has never
You have some
actually
cool
done that.
Necrons. That'd be pretty dope.
Oh yeah. Of course you'd get Oracan and Transin. You would need those two.
That's the one where they're basically, it's like a doomed yaoi
Yes,
couple
it's
story, right? Yeah.
It's
yeah.
the old married couple, yes.
Yes. It's great.
Yes. Old man Yowie, yes.
Yes. Old man yaoi.
You definitely need those type characters in there. And that's the thing too, is I think that what 40K or what Games Workshop doesn't understand is that this doesn't like ruin your lore. It just gets and memeifies your lore more than what it already is.
Yeah, and look at Star Wars. Memifying your lore can completely forgive terrible movies that people now say are good. Am I wrong?
No.
So saying, don't underestimate the power of memes.
No, you can't. I mean, the thing that with the 40K lore already is that the lore is so memed out that it doesn't even matter.
True, 100%.
Yeah, it's all terrible lore too.
Yeah, it ain't very good.
No, that's I think we nailed it. I think this is what we should send in for development for the fighting game for 40K.
We nailed it 100%.
Nailed it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if we're missing anything that we need to talk about specifically with that. But I think we hit most of the major races.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we hit everybody. I mean, the Nids, we had what, the old One Eye,
Yeah,
and then the Red Terror,
the Red Terror, and you should have a Hive Tyrant in there.
Yeah, just pick a Hive Tyrant. I'm sure there's a relevant Hive Tyrant from the lore that we could grab.
Oh yeah, and you need to have Chaos. You'd have to have Abaddon. You'd have to have.
Oh yeah, probably what's his name? Karn the Betrayer.
Karn the Betrayer. You'll have your boy. Typhus.
Typhus. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, you'd have to have Typhus and maybe not Magnus. Well, I mean, you could have the Primarchs. You could have Angeron. You could have all of them in there. That'd be pretty badass to have. Angeron.
Yeah, you could just throw all the I think you could throw all the Primarchs in, just like every Primarch is a character.
Well, I mean, the ones that there exist for 40K, you could.
Yeah.
So, like for you'd have Guliman, and you'd have the Lion for because they've been released, and then you'd have Magnus the Red, Mortarion, Angeron, and then why can't I think of the Slaneshi guy?
What's his name?
Fulgrim.
Yes.
But so you could have those guys, and I'd also like put in stuff like Noise Marine, because I think a Noise Marine would just be fucking cool to play.
Yeah. No, make it the special Noise Marine, the dude on the bike.
The Doom Rider.
The Doom Rider. Make it Doom Rider.
So what we do? So we could just make this all named characters only.
Yeah. I mean, I think we probably should do that because for Gaunt's Ghost, it's Gaunt's Ghosts, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So that's still a named character.
I could see that.
Oh yeah, I think it's all got to be named characters.
Well, it would be hard for certain things, like
we could do OCs if need be.
Yeah, I mean, with the Necrons you can, and with the not Necrons, but with the Tyranids you can, because you do have Old One Eye, you do have the Red Terror, you do have was it the Death Leaper or whatever that thing is? I don't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, Death Leaper.
On Ryan's Leaper.
Yeah,
they're named orcs. They're named Tau. Well, the name Tau is a little harder because you really only have Commander Farsight.
Yeah,
I think that's the only. Well, and Commander Shadow Sun. Okay, so there's two, but they're both in the suits.
There's the Swarm Lord for the Tyranids.
That's true, but the Swarm Lord's not a named character. That's just a HQ.
Oh, I thought the Swarmlord was a specific thing that was
Oh,
only
is it? I don't know. See, this goes to show you how much 40K
Yeah,
I know.
I think that well, I mean, there may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the Swarmlord is like the super ultimate, like best tyrant ever. Like to a regular tyrant, like
best tyrant ever.
a regular tyrant's like a Termagant for the Swarmlord. I thought the Swarmlord was a single entity, but I mean, if anyone is more up on the 40K lore, please let me know.
No one knows 40K lore. Are you kidding me?
Someone does. Come on, get out of here.
No, I thought the Swarmlord was just like a heavy duty.
Yeah, I mean,
dude.
you might be right. I could be misremembering it.
What about the Tyranid Prime?
Tyranid Prime.
It's prime time.
It's just Prime from Malibu Comics.
It's Prime from Malibu Comics.
he's been the Tyranid Prime all along.
He has been the Tyranid Prime all along.
What a twist!
Did I ever tell you about the time I met the creator of Prime? I think I have. I've told you.
Yeah, you have.
Yes. It's one of my proudest moments. Being the creator of Prime.
Yeah.
The comic nobody remembers in this day and age.
Someone out there remembers Prime.
I think the Parasite of Mortrex is a named character.
That definitely sounds like a named character.
Yes. All right. So enough of this nonsense. I did want to talk about Army Painter again.
Yes.
So I wanted to clarify some stuff. And because I did want to say that I do use Army Painter paint markers. I like them. I like them quite a bit. I don't think that they're fantastic, but I do think that they work for what they do. I'm currently working on my Cathay stuff right now. I'm only using markers to do the army.
Okay.
I'm not just using the Army Painter ones. I'm using the Army Painter ones to help base a lot of the stuff on there. They don't have a lot of the colors that I want for this army, but the markers that they actually use for the Army Painter markers are available on Amazon, blanks.
Yes. Yeah, I can't remember what company makes it because they're licensed. Army Painter didn't make them. They licensed those from whoever came up with the design.
They are 100% the exact same marker. I'm looking it up right now because I ordered some.
Yeah, they have to be because, like I said, they're licensed. They're not a proprietary format.
Fulibao? Fulibao? That's the one I bought it from anyway.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, now I can't find. Oh, here we go. Fulibao. Fulibao. Empty markers for acrylic paint. You get 5 for $14. It's the exact same make and model.
Yeah, they're super nice.
Yes, they are nice. And so I did put some of the speed paints that don't have actual markers yet into it. So I've been able to do that. It's not like it's that much cheaper. I mean, I think that the paint markers themselves go for $7, and the paint right now, because of tariffs, is already at like $5.50. So it's not like you're losing out on anything there.
Right.
But it's just because I want to get my own colors in there. But I did want to talk about AK putting out their paint markers because I've been playing with them and they are so unbelievably good, Steve.
Yeah, you said they were really badass. You mentioned them.
So AK Paint Company has been putting out their play markers for tabletop gamers, and they also have other markers too. I have not played with. I have not.
Real Colors is the other one they have.
Yeah, I have not done anything with that, so I didn't want to recommend them because I haven't used those yet. But I've been using the play markers. I have 4 colors with it, and they are so nice because they are actual paint. This is not speed paint. So I have their metallic, their silver, their gold. They're white, and I have one of their browns. Work fantastic. The brushes and the tips are so good on them. And the nice thing is, Steve, each one of the markers only costs $4.
Oh, that's a sick price. And I see the difference. Okay, so I found the difference between the play markers and the real color markers.
Yeah.
So the play markers are the ideas that those are the ones they want for board game players, tabletop gamers, RPGs. So people who are painting minis, that's what those are for.
Okay.
The real colors are meant for a more traditional scale modeling. So they're detail painting, color accuracy. So like vehicle, military kits. That's what the real color is for.
Ragnards.
Yes, the real color. Yes, the real colors: modern military models, realistic aircraft, historical scale. use alongside airbrush or brush. That's what the real color is. So that's the difference. So play is the one that anyone listening to this is probably going to be looking for. The ones that are called play markers.
So when I get paid this weekend, when I get my paycheck, I am going to be ordering the full set of the actual play markers because I love them that much
Nice.
that I will be ordering the full set because they have made the Cathay paint job so easy, unbelievably easy.
They look like they would combo with the speed paint markers extremely well.
They do. And that's what I was going to say is that they really do combo very, very well. The speed paint markers, I think that the main difference for me is the tips. So the speed paint markers use that more of a spongy style tip, right? These actually use a paintbrush style tip.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you look at it and it actually the bristles move like an actual paintbrush.
Oh.
So they're not kind of like that spongy material that you're just kind of rubbing stuff on with.
Well, you sold me. I want to give them a shot.
Yeah, I will tell you that I bought the brass, not gold. The brass is unbelievably good. The coverage is like if you were painting Sigmarines, it's just like I have never painted with a gold like this before that covers this well.
That's how I felt about the speed paint metallics. They cover so like they don't work as speed paint. They don't let obviously they don't do the thing where like it creates shadows or whatnot, but their coverage is ridiculous.
Yeah. So I have the speed paint gold from Army Painter and it covers better than that. Not to say that the speed paint doesn't cover well. It does, because I have a bunch of those and I even made a couple with the copper and some of the colors that they don't have in the speed paint. Which, I think those cover incredibly well. But it's just that these, since they're actual paint and not speed paint, like the coverage is ungodly.
Yeah, but that's sick.
Yeah. The only problem with it is that it's very difficult to do blending with the markers. But I'm not
what you expected, right?
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. So with my Cathay models, I'm actually only using 3 colors for the base model. I'm using brass, orange, and I'm using a color from Vallejo called Aquamarine because I wanted that kind of cloudy and like a bluish green color for it. So I got that. Oh, and I have a brown on there as well.
Precious jade.
Yeah, the precious jade color. I wanted to, but I didn't want to do jade because jade is too green. I'm using Gorgon Brown from Vallejo in conjunction with hardened leather from the speed paint.
Yeah.
So I'm basing with the speed paint, and then I'm putting the hardened. I'm doing the hardened leather over it.
Oh, nice.
Or I'm sorry, the Gorgon Brown over it, so I can do like the smaller details. Because you can't use the speed paint marker for the smaller details.
No.
But in conjunction, and I know I'm talking a lot about the technical stuff on this, but the AK white color, right? So you spray your model white for the speed paints. You do all your base speed paints, and then any of the details you messed up, you can use the white marker for, and it covers it perfectly. But it's got the small tip on it, so you're just gonna go you touch up, and then you go back and then you redo your details with your actual brush, and it takes like a quarter of the time it would normally take.
That's super nice.
Yeah.
I did see the thing that said that they suggest using white primer with the play markers.
I did it over black and it was fine.
All right.
Hey,
that's an even better endorsement.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that it was like amazing, but it's definitely good. You definitely get bleed through with them. You could tell that they're a lot thinner than what you normally would use. So like for my Chaos Knights that I just finished painting, I didn't use too much of the markers except for the metallics because the metallics covered just fine.
Okay.
But man, doing that trim with these markers, so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
So much easier.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost making me mad that Games Workshop has let this technology surpass them. Because this is so much easier than using contrast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, both the AK and the speed paint markers I'm just kind of like Games Workshop has lost money on this because if you want to get people to paint faster, this is the way to do it.
Absolutely.
And it's not, you're not, and as I say with contrast paints, like you're not painting faster with contrast paints. I don't believe you are, because the method is still dipping the brush in the paints and painting with a brush, which is a very, very specific skill. And if you don't have steady hands, if you don't, if you're not used to how a brush works, because a brush works different than a pen tip, this is not going to work for you. Now, the speed markers, on the other hand, work like an actual marker, and people have a lot more experience with markers, which means you're going to paint faster with it.
Yeah.
And with the AK markers, because it's a combination of both, you're able to hit those details so much faster and so much quicker. I cannot recommend them enough.
I will give it a shot. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I was already sold. Now I'm super sold.
Yeah. I mean, that's the type of stuff that I like when it comes to painting. So, people like, they'll hear me bitch and moan about, I don't know, wet palettes and shit like that. It's like, you don't need that. Some stuff is nice, like the silicone palette that you use is nice, not required. It's nice.
It's handy.
I would almost say in this day and age, if you're not using these markers, you're doing it wrong.
Markers are good stuff. The biggest thing for me on the wet palette is like, it's always like, I think most people using a wet palette don't need to be using a wet palette because they're not using a wet palette for what it's for, right? Like it just like it, if you're doing like, I don't know, like you should know if you need a wet palette or not.
Yeah.
I see that. I think the problem is I see it on too many starter lists. Like it's on too many like get started lists.
Yeah.
And
that's exactly it. And it's like, for example, with these markers, you're not blending. There's no blending that's going on with these markers. These are all base coat. But I actually think that most models don't need blending and highlighting up. You mostly just need base coat and shading.
Yeah, I mean, like I would say, if you're doing wet blending on all your models, you're never going to finish your army ever.
But people don't understand that.
it's you got to paint for what you are doing the thing for. Like you gotta like I was just telling you, like I was talking about how I was getting annoyed about I was doing these Tomb King's chariots, and I'm just expecting that the Minwax is going to do a lot of heavy lifting for me.
Yeah, I mean, and it will.
Oh, absolutely.
But it also just depends on what you're looking for out of it.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a like, my main force, all of my like bulk troops and stuff. Basically, anything that's been 3D printed is going to be, reasonable. I've posted the stuff I've been doing now so far, the stuff that I finished, my Tomb Guard and other stuff there, and I think they look reasonable. So that's what I'm looking for out of these. And then for my actual plastic GW models, I'm going all out and I'm like doing like full, complicated paint jobs. But that's only because it's going to be, the War Sphinx and like my dude on Dragon, Cetra. That those are the only GW models I really have. The ever living. Yes.
The Undying, whatever he's called.
The Imperishable.
The Imperishable.
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sending you a picture of what I did with. This picture doesn't look great. I'm such a fucking nerd when it comes to taking pictures of my minis. I can't do it if it's like bad. But I wanted to send you like a picture of what it looks like with just what I've been doing. Like it's literally 4 colors in marker form and paint, and then mixes up with a little bit of white to get the highlights that I need on it.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it's fast. I've done 3 test models to kind of get to where I needed to go. And the third one, I think I was like, okay, I nailed it. This is what I want for this.
Nice. Speaking of paint projects and plans, I decided I'm not going to try and paint like John Blanche, because that sounds like that would be insane. But I am going to paint my Chaos Army only using the John Blanche colors from Army Painter. So like I've never done anything like that before. I've never like straight up limited my palette. Like this is what I'm painting with. So there's 3 sets, and I'm just gonna those are the rules. I need to be able to represent Tzeentch. Like I need to be able to represent all of the Chaos Powers and Undivided.
Okay.
While only using the 3 volumes of John Blanche colors.
All right. I think you could do it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a fun challenge because the thing is, when they made these sets, they're not just acrylics. They have shades, they have effect paints, they have speed paints that are only in these colors. The whole John Blanche collection thing is like specific colors and specific functions of the paint. So he's like, I wanted this as a shade, so they did that as a shade. So this should be a speed paint, blah blah blah. So they look pretty dope. I think it'll end up being a fun challenge, and I hope to have a very cool looking Chaos Army when I'm done.
I do too. Well, you gotta get your Tomb Kings done first.
Yes, Tomb Kings are priority. I've actually been painting them while we've been chatting.
So my Chaos Army is done.
Nice.
Like I don't need to do anything else for it. I need to paint my hero character, but I'm taking my time with it. Oh, by the way, I finally got my mail order Chaos Sorcerers in from months ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, is the casting on that bad?
Oh yeah.
Massive mold lines.
Oh no.
I was very disappointed by because of how much I paid for it.
That's a shame.
But yeah, I got to paint those guys and my hero character. Once those guys are done, then I'll put it to rest for a little bit.
Nice.
But I'm just painting up whatever I have. I don't necessarily need it.
Yeah, my goal is to get so my goal and strategy right now is to get all the Tomb King stuff I have built done, because I've got a bunch of it built, and it's like it was halfway through, or it's working on the chariots now, the chariots, the riders, a couple other things. Then after that's complete, the rest of the goal is going to be building and priming everything I have, just period. So like I've got my 10mm stuff, I've got Darkwater, I've got my Chaos Army stuff, I've got that Ogre Regiment, the Landsnecked Ogres.
Oh yeah.
So I want to build and prime everything, with the idea being that if I go into the winter, no matter what, I'm going to have a bunch of projects to work on.
Well, considering you got hosed this year.
Yes. So that is the strat. I'm going to have a bunch of stuff that is primed and ready, and then I'll start painting once it's all ready to be painted, then I'll start painting. Because my plan was to originally start doing it like little batches, but I realized that has a drawback of if the process gets interrupted, I have nothing to work on.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. I mean I'm just like I could prime. I have an indoor garage, so I'm not worried about that. All right. So before we go, is there any other big news that we need to talk about?
I don't think so.
I do think we hit most of there wasn't a ton of news that I thought was that interesting.
Yeah, no, there isn't.
I did read an interesting discussion about, is there anything that's nipping at Dungeons and Dragons heels? Because there was a discussion about, is 5.5 popular? Are people leaving 5.5 for staying at 5th? And what's kind of going after them right now? The main thing I did see was that Dragonheart, or is Dragonheart, right? Not Dragonheart. Daggerheart.
Daggerheart.
Dragonheart is with
the Sean Connery movie.
Sean Connery movie, yes. Daggerheart.
Stars, Bowen. To the stars.
People are really, really excited about that game.
Yes, absolutely.
And that Dungeons and Dragons 5.5 is still selling incredibly well because it's Dungeons and Dragons. That it doesn't look like it's leaving anytime soon. So I don't think you're going to see like the 4th edition drop off from it.
No, it seems like for anyone who seems to be moving, it seems that they're moving to an adjacent system. Like a lot of people are like, so many people backed that Neon Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously, it was the most funded tabletop RPG Kickstarter by a mile. Ended at $16 million.
Wow.
For a TTRPG, dude. Unbelievable. And it's 5th edition. Like it is straight up 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. And they did add a spaceship combat system, which is very cool, very slick, but end of the day, it's still D&D 5. So it's an adjacent move for a lot of people. And I think that is where a lot of people are going, rather than kicking the edition out, going, we're just going to play a different game. We're not going to play Dungeons and Dragons anymore. So we're going to play Shadowrun, or we're going to play that. They're not even bothering to learn a new system. They're like, we're going to play the same system with a different coat of paint on it.
Yeah. I mean, like I will say that Kobold Press's Tales of the Valiant is a really good system. It's just a modified 5 D&D 5. And I really like it.
Isn't Tales of Valiant a really like streamlined 5, basically?
Yes, it's very streamlined. They fix a lot of the problems. And it's not even like really fixing that many of the problems, but it's definitely a much more this is what 5th edition should have been kind of.
Okay.
So it's not like you're getting a slap of paint on there. It's actually like this is like Dungeons and Dragons Premium. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. So I'm looking at it here. Yeah. So it looks like it's Tales of the Valiant plays a lot closer to the 2014 version of 5th edition.
Yes.
So it's very scaled back.
It's scaled back, but it's tweaked.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's definitely, D&D 5.0, but it's a completely tweaked system. There are a lot of changes to it, and I think it's better, but I'm not gonna necessarily push that on anybody.
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah, it does seem like that's the case. It seems like if you don't like the curves and pacing that the current edition of Dungeons and Dragons has taken, and you want an updated version of your 2014 game, Tales of the Valiant is the game for you.
Well, it's Kobold Press too, and they don't really put out bad stuff.
True. Yeah, Kobold Press is they're a quality product.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right, then you can go to the Game Classy Facebook page. It's the best way to find the link to the Game Classy Discord, where we discuss, amongst other things, stuff, movies, horror movies, yeah, stuff like that. Did you watch Widow's Bay yet?
I didn't, but I watched Hokum.
Oh, how was Hokum? I want to see that.
Hokum is great.
From what I was told, it's like, yeah, Obsession, Backrooms, they're good horror movies, but Hokum is what you want.
Yeah, Hokum's what you want.
If Hokum had come out at any other time besides up against the Backrooms and Obsession, it would be like the best horror movie of the year.
Yes, easily. I still think it's got a shot at being the best horror movie of the year.
Not the best horror movie of the year, but it'd be the horror movie everyone is talking about.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hokum is it. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I'll tell you, I like his other stuff that he's done. I liked Caveat. I liked Oddity.
Yeah, they're dope as shit. This movie,
I do think really Oddities. I think Oddities okay. I don't think Oddity is like the be all end all best thing I've ever seen, but I like the what's it called? I like the atmosphere of Oddity.
Oh yeah, it's just so.
Yes, I've heard that's what Hokum is. Hokum is him actually creating the best scary movie he's ever created.
Yeah, there's a lot of in Hokum too. Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, it's really good. Big fan.
All right. Yeah, but if you haven't watched Widow's Bay either, watch Widow's Bay. It's all finished up now. It's so good.
All right, Widow's Bay. I'll give it a shot.
Widow's Bay. It's on Apple, so you might have to see if you could find a way to watch it online.
I will see about that. I will support Apple and their original products.
Exactly. That's what you should do.
Yes.
So yeah, you go to the Discord. Best way you can help with the podcast is like, comment, subscribe on the iTunes, or you could like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube, where we also post up this stuff. So Steve, until next time.
You've been summoned in the chambers of Elder Brighthand. A crisis has gripped the clergy and the church. He requests that you seek a party and come back to him after you've gathered allies. Do you seek allies amongst the clergy? Do you head to the inn to bring a variety of skills to your new party? Or do you choose the expensive but guaranteed to be high quality Adventurers Guild in your search for allies? Vote in the Discord. You'll have 7 days, and then I'll play out your choice on the next classy adventure.
It'll be 14 days, and then.
Yeah. Well, the poll's only gonna last 7 days.
The poll's only gonna last 7 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?
Yes. Well, there might be a president to rescue. We don't know yet.
We don't know. All right. Later.
Later.
Game Classy.